Yeah. So my manager, um, when I got picked up as a junior, he, you know, basically what happened was I was not where I needed to be at the time for him to manage me, and he didn't even want to be a manager at the time. I basically forced him to be a manager, just because I believed that he had that in him, and he did. He really did have that side in him. So when we first started putting out music, we were independent, so we were doing it ourselves, um, and we would run into roadblocks where it'd be like, you know, I would have a song come out, but it would like end up on other people's their pages, and I was like, why is my song on their page? Like things were just like super wonky. So you know and Mitch Beer, who was my manager, I still talk to him every day. He's one of the greatest musicians that I know. um he had said to me, "Hey," he's like, "I have my buddy James, and he distributes music." And I was like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Well, what does that look like? Like what's the percentages on that and all that?" Um, and he basically was like, "What he'll do for you is he'll cut out all the bullshit. Like if something's wrong, he'll be able to go into Spotify because he knows Spotify reps, or he'll know Apple Music reps, and he'll go in and be like, hey, this song's on the wrong platform. You need to get it switched over to here." So it made it like way easier. Like yes, I had to give a percentage, but he's taken care of so many things for me where it's been like, I text him and like, I'll be like, hey, can you change this artwork like before the day the song comes out? And he's like, sure, I'll get it done. Or he'll, try his best to get me on different like DSP playlists and whatnot. And he's great at doing his job. Like he's just really, really good at doing his job. And when I was introduced to him, he was releasing my music for almost 4 years until he made Cecil Park like its own thing. And then once he made Cecil Park, me and my manager we had split, just because I was moving out here, and he was staying back in Philadelphia. So it didn't make sense for us to continue with that side of the relationship. But like we're still very, very close when it comes to all that stuff, and he's part of so many projects of mine. But afterwards I signed with Cecil Park directly, and I was just working with them like hand in hand.